realized I'm a god. Think I heard a bit when I murder shit. In a moment I'll be taking off a tourniquet. When I burn him and I hit him in the sternum, I don't even gotta enter, but I'm gonna win the tournament. That's what I'm all about.
Poseidon here, back from the depths of the sea. It's been a little while since I made a video. Still have a slight cough. I was sick last week, so couldn't really do too much. I've had a lot of people somewhat, request certain things they want to see. Try to get to a bunch of different ideas. The big thing with this video, I wanted to focus on a certain issue I think a lot of people have. As you get higher up in the ranks, you get used to going against, some of the divine threes and whatnot. You get to see what works, what doesn't work. So I figured I'd talk about some strategies. One of the heroes that I guess a lot of beginning and mid-tier players, many of them like to use landslide. So with that said, I'd like to, of course, make a great shout out to my team, Olympian Deity, always, Nate, Athena, MR, great at bombing, and you ran Guild Clash the other day. Fantastic job. Thank you for your help. Grape, always love chatting with you. Ninja, Nemesis, Nemi, my buddy, you'll get back on track, fixing your heroes. You're doing great, buddy. Also, shout out to T-Miz and Wings Rule. Love talking to you as well. Raspio, Tyrant, and there's a bunch of people I love talking to on this game. Sharing ideas. So anyway, back on track. Back to landslide. So what am I talking about? What's so special about this landslide? Scroll up here. Alright. So let's look at his Pisces. Alright. So he deals 16,000 with 200% attack, damage to nearby ground units, stunning them for 7 seconds, and removes their buffs for 15 seconds, including shields and immunity. Okay, so why am I talking about this? Why am I mentioning this Divine Stomp? What's so special about it? What is so special about this? People need to understand the wording and how certain things work in this game. Okay? Now, this is a very big idea right here. Removes their buffs for 15 seconds, including shields and immunity. Okay? Now, we'll go back to my favorite hero, okay, that I love to use all the time, okay? Now, Abyss is his divine. Grant stun immunity for 45 seconds, slashes 10x, blah blah blah. Does a whole bunch of damage, reducing their damage dealt by 50%, okay? So now, this is the part where everyone gets messed up on, okay? It says it grants stun immunity for 45 seconds. So there's a bunch of people who think that you throw Abyss down, you activate his Divine. If you have his Divine 3, activate it, and they think that that will protect you from landslide. Wrong. It does not. Why does it not protect you? Because again, landslide removes buffs for 15 seconds, including shields and immunity. Okay? So, basically what that means is, if Landslide's Divine activates, if he touches your Abyss, you will not heal for that 15 seconds. So pretty much that's probably going to be the death of your Abyss. Probably maybe the death of the rest of your team, because you're not healing. Now, the Divine 3 lasts for 15 seconds. So, when you activate Abyss's skill, it's like a buff. Okay? So, that's like a huge... This is a huge idea. So, some people, they might want to question and say, no, it doesn't work, I've never had a problem, blah, blah, whatever. Trust me, you will have a problem when you get to mid-tier or higher up. Landslide will stop your Abyss heal. Landslide's Divine is anti-Abyss. Now, I'm guessing because Abyss got so strong, and with his attack rate and healing, they have several things in this game now that really mess up Abyss. Landslide Divine was one of them. Wonton skill is another. If you get hit by him, your attack rate gets reduced by 40% for 12 seconds. Toxic Shaman, another hero, where you reduce attack rate by 50% and HP recovery by 80%. He's another anti-heal, anti-Abyss hero. Those are the major players. Now, another idea. Okay, let's go to Enchantress Pisces. Dispels all negative statuses for allied heroes. They also can't be stunned or have their skills locked for 15 seconds. Also reduces their damage taken by 80% for 10 seconds. And restores 200,000 HP. Okay. This is another misconception. People think that Enchantress, or let's even look, Enchantress's aid. Okay. Her aid basically dispels all negative statuses once. Okay. Her ability, her Divine, also does not stop the debuff. Okay, it does not clear it. I've used it myself. Other stuff, like you say, oh, well, what can it clear? I mean, other things that reduce damage and whatever else, like other things, it can clear that. If you're stunned, she can she'll stop you from being stunned. it's pretty much it. Stop you from being stunned, stop you from being locked. Enchantress is like the the anti-stun, the anti-great siege hero. She stops you from being locked, the skills being locked. She does not stop the landslide debuff. I've done testing with it. It does not stop it. So now the question is, which I'm sure many of you are going to get to ask. So how do you now deal with the landslide? Okay, if he's going to debuff Abyss, if he's going to when his divine activates, and I'll tell you now, if you're going up against a high Abyss, he will get his divine off, because most people with landslide have him at very, very high HP, very high, possibly dodge or charm curtains or whatever else. It's you're not going to kill the landslide most likely quick enough before his divine gets off. That's gonna mess up your heal. And so what can you do? Well, on defense, when people are using landslide, this is how you deal. I'm going to go over now the strategy how you deal with him, okay? So what does this say? It says after 3 enemy heroes are placed, he teleports to the closest one, deals 20,000 plus 300% attack damage, AoE. So it does some damage, but no big deal there. Landslide is not an attack hero, it's not a big attack hero, so it does some damage. Reduce enemy speed by 60% for 20 seconds. Okay. He's immune to attacks for 10 seconds. That can be a bit annoying. He's immune again. So now you're on offense, he's on defense. Okay? There's 10 seconds there that he's immune to attacks, so you can't damage him. Even more time. It's almost like they threw that in there to ensure that he could get his divine off. Okay? And then it says this hero can't be teleported or knocked away by enemies while defending or stationed in Heroes Hall. Alright. So, now, how do we deal with this? Okay, so the easiest way, let's try to find an attack. Okay, let's see. This guy Manaka. This is perfect. Okay. Now I don't know how this will go, but we'll try our best here. Okay. So I'm gonna do the attack here and then explain what I'm doing. Okay. Alright. So hopefully this works well. I don't know if it will, but seems like it'll be alright. Basically, what I did, you guys can watch in slow motion, go back. Okay, so to explain what I did, it's a little, I can't put the game in slow motion when I'm doing it. Almost everyone has ambrosia, right? In the center of the base, can hit you from a distance. So you really can't do anything about, ambrosia is ambrosia. Either you just deal with the fact she's going to do some damage, or you have to use Demon Slayer to pull her or whatnot. Now, Demon Slayer works. I used to use Demon Slayer all the time, We're gonna say, "Oh, how come you're not using Demon Slayer now? What happened?" The issue with Demon Slayer, okay? Demon Slayer does pull Ambrosia. The problem is that Demon Slayer pulls 3 heroes to you, okay? So sometimes you might have another hero over there too. It's sometimes a bit too overwhelming for your heroes, especially if you're going against someone that's very high. I mean, like from the top guilds, or it doesn't even really have to be someone from the top guilds. I should say, if you're going against someone who you know, you look at their aid. You know, they have higher aids. They're just their heroes are more developed than yours. It's the same concept. If you pull all those heroes to you, it's just going to be too much for you to handle. You're not going to be able to. You're not going to succeed. Demon Slayer works very well if you are overpowered over the opponent's heroes. It definitely gives you an edge, so you don't have to worry so much about the timing. But if you're going to get someone that's kind of equal or maybe higher, you're going to fail a lot. It's very, very, very tough. So there's plenty of other strategies around. So the basic idea, okay, is that how this works is, as you saw, landslide teleports on the 3rd hero drop. So what you need to do, you know, I mean, you don't necessarily have to use the same heroes that I'm using. I have Toxic Shaman Divine 2. I think I need about 2,500 shards or whatnot, and I got to get to level 175 for his Divine 3. Toxic Shaman is definitely a very OP hero. I think he's great in many modes, but that's another issue. This video is not really about Toxic Shaman. Yes, I used him. He's in my lineup, but that's not what this is about. What this is about is, if you noticed, I dropped my Skull Mage and I dropped Ambrosia. I immediately, with the lineup that I have now, I immediately activate Skull Mage's Divine, because that makes the wizards, all the wizards, immune, including Ambrosia's wizards. And because I don't want them hit by Ambrosia, I don't want them to die from other things. I want them to I want all of them alive. I want them to maximize their damage. So in my current lineup, I mean, I guess I could put down Toxic Shaman first, and I could put down Abyss right after him. That would work too. Toxic Shaman, though, great hero, but you don't really want him in the front line. You kind of want him in the back a bit. So other heroes engage your Abyss and engage your other heroes while he uses his skill to help boost your hero's crit rate and reduces the healing and whatnot on the other heroes you're going against. So the basic concept is that, let's see, I could try to, let me do a replay here. So you see, I put them there. See, now I drop Great Sage over here to make his landslide teleport to the other side of the board, away from everyone. So now, when his landslide, if I don't kill him, if his landslide does, activates his divine, okay, he'll activate, it'll hit my Great Sage, and I'm almost counting on the Great Sage is probably gonna die. You at least wanna, hopefully, you're gonna get your Great Sage Divine off, and hopefully you can at least get hit at least one hit of his skill. You're basically sacrificing your Great Sage there, so Landslide does not mess up your healing and mess up your other stuff. You're not really using Great Sage to begin with to so much to kill their heroes. Great Sage is his real skill, his real ability is locking the opponent's heroes and giving you the rage, that divine, giving you that extra, those rage, that you need. So that's the basic idea, is that you put down the two heroes, and then you try to find a spot on the other side of the board where you could put down Great Sage, and Landslide will teleport there, and that should give you enough time that, where even if your Great Sage, though, even though he's probably gonna die, the Landslide probably he'll activate his divine. So even if you don't kill him and then he winds up coming back over to you, that's fine. He doesn't have his divine anymore to mess you up. So you will have fun. Now, say, the best thing I can say is just to practice, do a bunch of raiding. Just keep practicing. You do some Lord's League. You practice the attacks, try some different combos and whatnot. But that's my main focus for this video. Okay, I have a habit of rambling on and making my videos too long, so this one's gonna be a bit shorter, or just keep it confined to that Landslide. When I get Toxic Shaman Divine 3, I will show it. I try to show some different stuff. I know there's a bunch of people out there, from Messy Gaming and a few others. He's a funny guy, and another guy, Nehemar, Mo. There's a bunch of people, that they make, some very interesting videos, and lots of people want to show stuff about Guild Clash and whatnot, and I'll show some more videos with Guild Clash and whatnot in the future. But I like to show, some different kind of content, some original content. It's hard sometimes in this game. There's so many people making videos and whatnot, but I just try to, help some people out. Those of you who are interested in learning some strategy and whatnot, I do what I can to try to figure some different combos out and different things. So that's about it for this video. Please feel free to make your comments, any questions, things you want to see. I'll try to, make some more, videos a little bit more often. This is a little hard, like I said, when I'm sick. And again, shout out to all my friends out there and guildmates. Keep up the good work. Keep trying. Keep at it. Hopefully, I haven't heard anything about an update. Probably should be one soon. Hopefully, we get some info on it. I do not want another hero right now. Hopefully, there's something else, some other fixes. I'm really hoping that they fix the weapon switching. That would make me very happy. That's about it for now. Signing out from Depths of the Sea. Until next time.